What up, though?
Uh-huh.
Y'all know what it is.
Yeah.
It's your boy Wall Street. And you're not tuned in to another episode of My Fair Vacation. Live from Farm Boy Studios.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Vivian's Barbecue.
Over here, you know what I mean?
If you like the content, like, subscribe to the
Young boys
channel.
fuck with me
We
too,
on our
though.
way to 1,000 subscribers.
Check it. Old head,
I want to give a shout out to all my dogs still behind the wall. I want to give a shout out to all the real women still holding them down too. And that's kind of what I want to base this topic on tonight. Ladies, how y'all feel about holding y'all man down in prison? Now, I got an issue with this because a lot of y'all is along for the ride, and then when shit go bad, y'all disappear. And of course, some of y'all can look at it and say, I ain't signed up for this shit. But at the same time, when everything going good and you spending this money and enjoying life, it ain't a problem. But when the other side of the game come knocking, it's a problem. And truth be told, some women are naive and go into these situations not knowing what comes with the lifestyle. But that's not the case. Most women know what's going on. So, ladies, for y'all that know what's going on, how y'all feel about holding y'all man down while you're doing that time? Now, see me, I ain't gonna sit here and toot my horn, but I was blessed to have a few good women that stayed by my side during my bit. But, contrary to popular belief, these wasn't the women that I was taking care of or the women that I was doing things for while I was free, while I was getting the money. These aren't the women that was enjoying the fruit of my labor. These are women that I at least expected to be in my corner. You know what I mean? And shout out to y'all. I ain't gonna say no names because, somebody got situations and whatever, but we ain't here for that. But, one of them in particular, I was only dealing with for like 4 or 5 months before I went to prison, and she was there the whole 15 years. Had a baby. I mean, she lived her life, but she never was not there for me. Whether it was a situation where it was financial, which was rarely, but if I ever called her and said I need some money, it was sent. She answered the phone mostly every time I called. So I respect her a lot, and we got a lot, I got a lot of love for her for that, you know what I'm saying? Like, and the ones that I was with and doing for, like, it's some resentment there. But I want to know how y'all feel about that, ladies, you know what I'm saying? So if you watching this motherfucking video, like, subscribe, leave a comment most definitely. Let me know how y'all feel about that, women, you know what I mean? Because that shit can make or break some niggas. Like, I've literally seen a lot of niggas go through mental problems because what they going through with their wife while they in prison. You know what I'm saying? And me, myself, personally, I even went through a situation where I let my emotions get the best of me because of a woman in prison, and it led to another situation. And it wasn't really I was dealing with problems at home, but it was still a situation behind something I was dealing with a woman. And I've seen niggas literally on the phone crying with a woman. But the situation with me was like this. I had a friend of mine, whatever you want to call it, what she was to me at the moment, but she was coming to visit me. So 5 in the morning, they just slide something under the door. And I think this was when the inauguration was happening, when Biden was getting in office or something, some whatever the fuck it was, the government was on high alert. So they shut the whole BOP down for a couple of days. So all visits was canceled and everything. But this is 5 o'clock Saturday morning, and I already got a visit planned. She already up in Pennsylvania, done drove from Michigan in Pennsylvania and paid for rent a car, hotel room, everything. So she's already there. So they slide the letters up under the door, 5 in the morning, telling us everything shut down. We on lockdown, all visits canceled, everything. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm on restriction at the time. I don't got no phone. So I go wake up the motherfucker who phone I done bought. So I wake him up to call the number. As soon as the phones come on at 6 o'clock, he call girl. As soon as the phones come on at 6 o'clock, so I'm calling. Now, I know she at the room sleep. She ain't answering the phone 6 in the morning. Now, me being respectful of dude, I should have been like, damn, I woke this nigga up by 6 in the morning. I know he probably had an attitude, but I'm on what the fuck I'm on because I got a bigger inconvenience than me waking you up. My girl done came all the way from Michigan, nigga, and visits canceled. So let me let her know what the fuck going on. So she ain't answering the phone off rip. So buddy getting an attitude. So he say some slick shit like, how you know she ain't somewhere, whatever. So that rubbed me the wrong way. So mind you, I still got to deal with her. So when I called her and finally get in touch with her and tell her what's going on, she sleep, wake up at the room. I'm like, man, look, business cancel. She's like, what? What the fuck you mean business cancel? You had me drive? I'm like, look, it's out of my control. So me and her kind of, we don't get into an argument, but of course she upset because she done drove all the way from Michigan to Pennsylvania and can't even see me. So that got me in my feelings. So now when I get off the phone, I remember the slick shit Buddy said, and I just take it there, you know what I'm saying, and beat Buddy ass. But it's could have went the other way. Buddy could have beat my ass. And niggas really get into fights in jail and shit. And some niggas don't make it out of fights. Some niggas don't make it home from fights in prison. Niggas really have had fights in prison, a simple fist fight, and it turned to knife play or a lock fight and a nigga die. You know what I'm saying? So it could have went the other way and I could have got harmed. But it was my emotions from dealing behind a woman. And it wasn't really like relationship problem, but it was still a lack of better judgment because my emotions was a woman. And women have a big part on how niggas do they bit. Like, I seen niggas without no girl do they bit comfortable, and I didn't understand it because I ain't want to call niggas when I'm in jail and niggas lie to you and tell you shit. I'd rather call a bitch and have her lie to me. At least it sound better than a nigga, so I kind of did my bit off dealing with women and shit, but I seen niggas that didn't do that and have peace. I had peace because I ain't really had no situations. I had one situation, man, and I'm gonna say her name. Shout out Isha, man. Isha broke my heart, man, when Isha first left me, man, when we was, when I first got locked up, but I understood everything, in the end, but you know what I mean? But besides that, I was cool. But, back to the topic, ladies, I want y'all to chime in and let me know how y'all feel about holding y'all man down if you do that prison time, you know what I mean? My fair vacation.